Dear Miss Mazurek, my name is Courtney Brown and I was born and raised in Memphis, Tennessee. I attended Harding Academy of Memphis all my life and graduated from there in May of 2017. I am now a student at the University of Mississippi. I am writing this letter to you today to tell you why I think the Memphis Open should stay in Memphis, Tennessee. At Harding Academy, I played tennis from 6th grade to 12th grade. I fell in love with the sport the minute I started playing. The varsity team would spend a day at the racket club watching the Memphis Open every year it came around. This was a great time to bond with my teammates and coaches and to also watch great players play the sport we love. The Memphis Open should remain in Memphis because it would continue to bring in profit, carry on history, and bring not only athletes but the general people together. The first reason the Memphis Open should stay in Memphis is because it brings in profit for the surrounding area. Around the racket club, there are several restaurants, stores, and hotels. When the Memphis Open comes to town, the tennis players and spectators eat at the surrounding restaurants, shop at the surrounding stores, and stay in the surrounding hotels. These activities bring in money to these local businesses. The likely reason the tournament is not staying in Memphis is because the amount of profit the tournament would receive in Long Island would be much more because the cost of living and average income is much higher in New York, which means people would be willing to pay more to watch the tournament. In 2012, Memphis, Tennessee was ranked in the top 10 cheapest places to live in the U.S. according to CBS News writer Kevin Winter in his article, 10 Cheapest Places to Live in the U.S. The cost of living in Memphis is 14.3% lower than the national average. This is a pretty big jump from the national average. This just shows that people in Memphis should be willing to spend their extra money on events like the Memphis Open, but they do not seem willing. If the cost of living is lower, then the people of Memphis should spend more on entertainment like this tournament. Another reason it should stay in Memphis is because of its history in Memphis and the publicity it gives to Memphis. This tournament has been coming to Memphis since 1976. That is 41 years straight that professional tennis players have come to play tennis and also visit Memphis. They play tennis most of the time, but when they are not, they are visiting top Memphis restaurants or historic sites. They usually stay in the hotel right beside the racket club for convenience. According to Tom Skad in his article, Memphis Pro Tennis event to be relocated to New York. The tournament has hosted several tennis legends, including Andre Agassi, Jimmy Connors, John McEnroe, Andy Roddick, and Pete Sampras, among others. Hosting these famous players brings in a lot of local tennis players and coaches who continue to bring more and more local players and spectators. According to the Memphis Open website, this tournament is the only indoor ATP World Tour event hosted in the United States. This brings a lot of positive publicity to Memphis as a city instead of negative publicity about crime rates, helping Memphis to be known for something other than crimes. The last reason it should stay in Memphis is because of the unity it brings to Memphis. The tournament brings together the community as a whole. Usually not everyone would want to just go and watch tennis, but since it is professional tennis players and the environment is fun, people want to go and enjoy. The tournament usually goes on during the week and the weekend before and after. According to the Memphis Open website, the tournament consists of different types of events during the week, including live music, ping pong tournaments, a kids' day, and a ladies' day. This creates involvement within different ages, genders, and tennis skill levels. The mother could go to the ladies' day, the children could go to kids' day or participate in the ping pong tournaments, and the father could watch tennis or listen to the live music. It brings the whole family together focusing on one event. It also brings the community together. People that cannot physically play tennis anymore can relive the old days by watching professional tennis in person. Also, people that would not usually watch tennis come to this event for the social aspect. The tournament provides an opportunity to young tennis players to be ball boys and ball girls for the professional tennis players playing in the Memphis Open. This tournament provides young tennis players with connections to one day become professional tennis players, as well as helping them meet fellow local athletes that have the same interests and goals as them. This tournament has and would continue to bring in profit for not only the ATP World Tour, but also surrounding businesses. The history of this tennis tournament is important and contributes to the overall history of Memphis, Tennessee. The unity of this city would not be as strong without the tennis tournament to help contribute to it. The past 41 years with the tournament have been an inspiration to so many young local tennis players to work hard to get to be in the tournament and be on the ATP World Tour someday in the future. Thank you for reading. Sincerely, Courtney Brown.